Not all libraries are meant to be found. Not all libraries are meant to exist. Libraries holds book, knowledge and power. But there are things, as we have described in the previous chapters of this library edition, that should be untouched by human hands. Let's dive into some mysterious libraries today. Stay tuned. Imagine a library that contains all the books available in this whole wide universe. Not just a book that's already written, but the ones that are yet to be written. The books from the past, present, and future together in this one library. This is a library of Babel. Originally described in a short story by the writer George Louis Borges, the idea seemed like a pure fiction. But a few scientists and mathematicians still believe today that this could be a possibility. They think that a library of such kind actually exists, maybe not in this verse, but in a different metaverse. Inside the endless maze of books, you could find the exact date when you were born, the exact time and second when you will die, the whole information about your whole existence. The library that contains books about the future of humankind, mankind, and this whole wide, round earth. Some believe this does not exist in this universe, but somewhere else, yes, it does. And some believe no, it exists in the earth and it is waiting for to be discovered. But one thing is for sure, in this labyrinth, once you enter the maze, you will never come out. This is an endless maze from where you will be stuck. You will go from one book to another, but you will never come outside of this library. According to Borges, this library is said to contain hexagonal rooms with walls filled with bookshelves and books. Each book is said to contain 410 pages, with 40 lines per page and 80 characters per line. The total number of books in this library is fortunately finite, but unrealistically huge. It is said to be 10 raised to the power of 1834097. The fun fact is that a library of this kind actually exists, but digitally. A programmer named Jonathan Basel created this library. It is available in this link. Do check it out. The Vatopedi Monastery contains this library, which has around 3,000 manuscripts, most of which has never been decoded, not even read, nor has been digitally transformed. The location of this library itself adds to its fascination. It's inside a monastery where most of the times women are not alive. And it's a very small number of men who are actually allowed inside this monastery and inside this library. A lot of the text or a lot of the books or manuscripts here are in unidentified languages, which has never been translated. If you have to enter into this library, then you need special permits. But this isolation has actually preserved the essence of this library, untouched by the outside world. There are rumors that this library contains a lot of manuscript that is hidden from the outside world, that remains untouched and is a preserver of those secrets. An exciting story comes your way now. In 1953, Father Theophilos, a monk at the Vatupedi monastery on Mount Athos, attempted to read manuscript that had been discarded among deteriorating books. He selected a few of these books and started scanning through the pages. After engaging with this discarded manuscript, he stopped talking in Greek. He started communicating exclusively in Aramaic, the ancient language spoken during the time of Christ. This sudden and inexplicable change in language left the other monks bewildered. The exact nature of the manuscript still is not disclosed or remains a mystery. Some speculate it was a lost gospel, a medieval grimoire, or a text containing ancient Christian teachings. Other believes it was demonic text. For centuries, Russia's biggest secret was about this library called the Library of Ivan the Terrible. In 1500s, this ruler brought in a lot of books, or rather stole a lot of books from Greece and Rome and brought them into Russia. Some believe this information or these books contain information about the darkest secrets, and a few believe those books were cursed. But mysteriously, one day the library disappeared. Legends state that Ivan himself buried the library in the Kremlin. And few states the books from the library is still buried inside a hidden vault. Throughout history, many wanted to find it. Peter the Great even conducted a lot of excavations, but nothing was found. A few claims to have found something, some door, hidden door, inside which they saw a lot of books. But as and when they returned with people, the passage disappeared. Nothing was found. What is inside this library? As part of dowry, when Princess Sophia, the niece of the last Byzantine emperor, married Grand Prince Ivan III of Moscow, she brought in a lot of manuscript, which are said to be the nucleus of this library. It is said that a lot of books started getting added to this library collection later, which are mysterious and secretive. The Lost Library inspires a lot of cultural work. A movie that was released in Russia in 2022 called The Raiders of the Lost Library fictionizes the whole concept. Even now, the existence of this library is unproven. But it does inspire a lot of archaeologists, historians, and researchers to continue their excavations for the content of this library, for that could be priceless. So these are the libraries that we have heard about, are libraries that exist but does not exist. Do they exist? I don't know, but yeah, I think they do. There are a lot of interpretations about this. So this was a library series, the last part of it all. I hope you guys have enjoyed the library series. Something mysterious, sometimes legends, sometimes proven, sometimes fact-based. But a lot of mystery that was uncovered. I strongly suggest that you please do subscribe to this channel so that you get information in the form of stories that is easily decodable. Until the next time we see with a new series with a new video, ta-da!